eat.
No doubt. So this piece is called Saving Lives. It was a January morning, and the cool Los Angeles air found a way to ignore the sun as it usually does this time of year. I mean, the high was 64 degrees, and there was this crowd forming around this building. And the voices was yelling out and encouraging the man to do the unthinkable. It was from a distance. You can see 9 floors above those screaming faces. There was a body with his arms stretched and palms pressed against both sides of this opening. And now this fire escape looks more like an offering than an
Mm,
escape route.
mm,
And there are sirens and reporters, and I heard a psychologist state that this man, whom they named Joe, thinks that he is still at war. And he thinks the Viet Cong are coming to get him. And on this day, the day before the 40th presidential inauguration, a day before the American hostages were released from Iran, on the day, this greatest of all times, as always in this human perfectness, save yet another life. And I've wondered that day how Joe must have been thinking. As I imagine him walking with his hooded shirt covering everything that he had lost control of, his mind now a marathon of mixed emotions and a faceless voice that gave him enough courage to call this day his last day. But the champ, before Frazier, before Foreman, after Sonny Liston, after America called him unpatriotic and stripped him of everything he earned, the people's champ again, caring more about other people than himself, again willing to use what Allah had given him to be help someone else whom may never believe as such. And I imagine the champ using his punchlines to crunch time into something more believable for Joe. I imagine his rhymes giving him hope to a man who thought everything had abandoned him. I imagine his charisma tugging away at Joe's desire to leap from that building, but Muhammad Ali giving Joe, a complete stranger, all that he needed before this day, everything he could make this day go through. The people's champ once again proving that he was bigger than the title anyone could attach to his name. You know, they said that your heart is the size of your fist.
mm.
So it makes you wonder how large Muhammad Ali's fists must have been. When Muhammad Ali was pronounced dead, it was his heart that kept beating. His mind and body had reached its final resting state, but his heart, the same size as his mighty fist, so big it would not rest, so strong it refused to stop trying to keep life from continuing itself, even after the body had retired and begun its final sleep, unwilling to bow to the expiration date that already had his name trimmed in gold, his heart refusing to bend to the inevitable. So I wonder what could one do to prove how his love wavering over what humanity really is. What title could he carry bigger than adoration for human life? What level can one climb to reach before the entire world can scream out, I am the greatest of all times.
Mm,
Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali.
mm.